Hi, it's Rob Moore here from Progressive Property. I've got another video for you here. This is less than 10 minutes, another short video. I don't know if you've seen Lyndon's video, but that's also on our blog. It's probably underneath this video. So I've got here Andy Gelder with us. Now Andy again has got his own story, very, very proactive. He's got some great results. He's done a lot in a short space of time again. He's not been in property years. He didn't have £1 billion to start with. He didn't have a silver spoon in his mouth. Just, what I would regard as a really friendly, normal guy. We've become good friends. We liaise a lot. We sort of spin ideas off each other. So Andy, this is the world.
Hello, the world.
The world. This is Andy. Could you just, Andy, tell everyone what you do and your kind of background pre-property, if you like?
Well, yeah, my pre-property background really is radio. For 25 years I've been in radio, moving around the country at the sharp end, doing breakfast shows and drive time shows, and had a really good time doing it actually. And I kind of realised probably about 98, 99 that it wasn't going to be for life. So we started looking around for other things to do. And we started doing the Sarah Beanie thing, what my bank manager calls tarting and turning.
Oh, right.
And that ground to a halt, I guess, in 04-ish when the market started cooling.
Yeah.
And we got involved with one of the wonderful property clubs, so I won't name, who told us about building a portfolio.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, well, we'll give that a go, and we paid them a few grand, and we went on a course, and we learned how to build a portfolio.
Yeah.
And really, in about 2005, we started putting a portfolio together.
Yeah.
And we've just been growing it at different paces and weaving it into our lives.
Sure.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been investing since 05.
Yes.
So
building a portfolio since 05.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So the thing that I think the wisdom that you're going to have for people is twofold. Is number one, you were investing pre-property crash.
Yeah.
Pre-credit crunch,
yeah.
And obviously post-property crash and post-credit crunch. You're still here, you're still going, which is great news. So can you tell us a bit about because a lot of people will be able to relate to, going with one of those old property clubs that didn't get good results and that kind of thing. So what were you buying, the kind of typical 15% below market value stuff, pre-credit crunch, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was exactly that. And with the property clubs, it was all. We never bought off plan, but they weren't quite the horror story city centre flats that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And the deals have worked out okay.
Yeah.
But yes, we were. And then we started doing the Mortgage Express daylight bridging, because we had our eyes open to that, and I bought a few that route. Mm. And then when the money dried up, when was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, end of 07, 08, yeah.
I stopped and I panicked and I just didn't know what to do. And then a friend of mine, Joseph Ray, suggested I come and talk to you guys. Okay. So I did and bought these.
So you can do the commercial breaks very well being on the radio. So you panicked because what? You thought that you wouldn't be able to buy any more property, kind of the no money down route, and the funds had dried up. Yeah. I think you're in the same situation as a lot of people, because I know a lot of investors sort of, geared up quite highly, maybe a bit too highly, towards 07. Obviously then became in negative equity. Maybe some people got repossessed, or if they kept their portfolio, they were struggling to keep it. So obviously you've read our books and we've met through a good friend who runs the Berkshire Property Meet. So since then, what have you learned? What have you done differently? And how's it gone since then? Because I know you're not going to say it's easy. I know you've had a few challenges, but you've overcome that, and I know things are very different for you now in that respect.
Yes, well, I think after I came and met you and you introduced me to some people to talk through the money situation, because I personally don't have a big pot of cash. We've got a little bit which we keep to one side for portfolio emergencies, if you like. Yeah. So really we were looking at trying to buy no money down. And you're right, it has been difficult. We've had to look at different ways of pulling property out of the market, whether that's building relationships with estate agents or different advertising strategies in the local papers and that sort of thing. Yeah. And I think also a strategy that we learned from you guys was buying these little wee smellies. What a great strategy. And putting LHA in there. Yeah. And Rob, we had done this. I've got a house in Luton which we bought no money down, and it's a Victorian end of terrace, and we renovated it, lovely, beige, nice carpets, kitchen, etc. We couldn't rent it, so we got housing benefit in there with a mum and a kid, and I think something like 650 quid a month drops into the bank.
Yeah.
And I said to Kate, my wife, what a great yield, and didn't even think any more of it. And it's only then when we learnt the LHA strategy, how great is that?
Yeah, totally.
What a great plan.
Cash
So,
flow.
yeah. So it's learning all of that and learning the yields, learning the sort of houses then that we now buy in our area, very similar to the ones that I know that you buy in your areas.
Incidentally, you can't see this on the camera. Andy's pointing over there because we've got like huge walls of pictures of all of our properties up there. So.
And they're not beautiful, really, are they?
No, you wouldn't live in any yourself, but of course, it's all about the yield, isn't it? So you've referred to no money down. Now, people are watching this video, they're either going to think, oh, well, you used to be able to do no money down, you can't anymore. I didn't even know you could do no money down. Or, oh, no money down must be really difficult. Or, oh, no money down is never no money down, that kind of thing. So can you just sort of, in maybe 1 minute, I know that you've been on our masterclass and you learned the 7 no money down strategies. I know you also go and do your own thing. So how have you managed to do, just quickly, a couple of kind of no money down deals? Do you find them easy, difficult? Do you do one strategy or do you have different strategies? Just, don't have to go into too much detail, but just give some people on the video some help.
I've got lots of different strategies, really.
Yeah.
I do no money down where I can, and also now I'm able to do no money left in, which is a different strategy, isn't it? Where you put some deposit in, you're buying a house under value, and then when you get the valuation done, that you're agreeing with the valuer, the surveyor, that it is actually worth more. He agrees that once the work's done, then you refinance it. Okay. I think the rules have changed a little bit, but it's
which
still...
they are every
day. But it's still a strategy that I use. Okay. And no money down, I use just one of the different no money down companies to buy it, and then just move it very quickly through the process.
Okay, so pre-2007, how many properties did you buy roughly? I don't know if you can remember the exact amount.
I think up to the time we froze like a rabbit in the headlights, I think we had 8 properties in our portfolio.
Okay, and roughly the average BMV, below market value on those at that time, if you had to guess, roughly?
15-17%.
Okay, sure. Post credit crunch, property crash, how many properties have you bought?
Well, I've actually increased our portfolio to 18 now.
Yeah.
I've flipped or sold on 5 to other investors, which has been great for cash flow. It's helped me, and I've got some investors now who've got some nice
properties. Actually, can I just say something there? You pointed out something really good, which we teach on the masterclass, is not just building your portfolio yourself, but taking some of the deals that you don't necessarily want, or just reducing your volume slightly and passing them on for cash flow, packaging them in lots of different ways. If anyone on this watching this video has been on our No Money Down teleconference, you'd have heard us talking about that. That's a great way to increase cash flow and even turn property into your business as well as just building a portfolio.
Which is what I've done now. But to answer your question about percentages, anywhere between mid-30s and I think I've seen a 40%.
Really? So your discounts are almost double what they were pre-07. Cash flow, is it better at the moment? Yeah? A lot better?
Yeah, a lot better. Yeah, still needs managing, but it's a lot better.
Okay. Right, well we've got to sort of close this video down because we want to keep it under the 10 minutes. Just a couple of things. If anyone wanted, because whenever we send a video, we always get inundated. I really want to speak to Andy, I really want to speak to Lyndon, they've got a great story, I can really relate to that. So if anyone wanted to email you or get in touch with you, would you be happy with that?
Do you want me to give it now?
It's up to you, if you're happy.
I'm happy. Email andy@andygelder.com. andy@andygelder.com.
Okay.
Send me an email.
Sure, okay, that's brilliant. So that's the end of the video today. I just want to thank Andy, and just once more as well, I want sort of in public, if you like, I'd like to invite you to come to some of our mastermind events, where obviously we get people like yourself and other people who've got inspirational stories to help other people. So, is it that someone watching the video might be able to meet you in the future? You might be able to come to some of our events?
Definitely. It's a nice family, isn't it?
Yeah,
and we've made lots of friends through your events, actually.
Okay. Brilliant. Right, thank you very much. And see you down there somewhere, which is down there, not down there. I'm sure you, like me, found that very, very inspirational, because the thing is, Andy's just a normal guy, worked on a radio station and just has gone out, taken strategies, learned them, applied them, used them, taken some action. And if you want to meet Andy, or people like Dina, Alison and Alan, Paul McFadden, Mark Domain, all the great normal people with normal stories who've got phenomenal success in property in a very short space of time, all you need to do is leave your details in the box below. We'll be able to get you in a room with these guys, a networking event, and you can learn, share stories, and in maybe a few months your life will be changing and you'll be sitting where Andy was. Just pop your detail in the box below, and I look forward to speaking to you soon in person.